Good evening, Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining me and welcome to Updated Precious. It always suits my belly to bring on an update of matter them where they share for inside the country. So sharp, make I bring on a hot things that where they happen. So did you know that Nigerians on the hammer presidency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and in people say what did they happen? Only one tweet like this where Peter, the son of Obi, tweet. Only one tweet when tweet affirming saying he go do only one term. Nine on I don't respond to him 7 times. 7 times and I don't answer him. 7 times now on I answer him. But meanwhile, till today, the presidency, they yet to respond on the 27 people waiting queue for inside Guma local government area of I say Guma Bokos, I be for Plateau State. I mean the last 27 people we die, we didn't do that mass burial. Say till now, they never respond about them. Till now, Bayo no longer never tweet them. Sunday Daddy never tweet about them. They never commiserate to the families of the people who died for that death till now. But only one tweet where Obi tweet on I don't respond to Ram 7 times. Now make we get straight to the conversation where they grant sharply. And I go bring on our evidences and some kind talk and report on waiting people then talk about this matter. Straight down, Obi cited wrong leadership examples. Gullible obedience believed him. Bayo no gadon hammer Peter Obi. And then, the matter we get to do with this Peter Obi thing, because the thing just like say, grease up. Nigerians just they talk about him. Nigerians just they talk about him. So 2027, Obi's one-term presidency sparks gambit. Obi's one-term presidency gambit sparks political firestorm. And that matter, we go talk about RFI plotting to impose Atiku as ADC presidential candidate. APC, now they talk down and say, hey, RFI won't make Atiku ADC candidate, oh, make on come more. That one day ground. We could also look into that matter sharply. Tinubu don't reward each of the Tigress players with $100,000, a house, and OON title. Each of them get $100,000. I they come. Remember, sir, I play you a video yesterday about a particular soldier where they talk say soldiers work for 35 years. 35 years. Some of them died for battlefronts, killing people, defending the country, killing people we're supposed to destroy people for the country. Yet they no see up to 10 million naira for their gratuity after 35 years. After 35 years. But meanwhile, young people just work for only 1 month or 2 months and then collect 100,000. That is 150 or 160 million naira. As they talk to yourself today, retired soldiers shut down finance ministry over unpaid entitlements. They never still pay them their entitlements. Well, make we enter inside another matter. Back. Still talking about the Tigress. Akpabio don't hail the Tigress for FIBA 2025 triumph. So when I do well. 2027, why Atiku Obi ticket won't work for ADC? Keyamo. Now they talk this one. Why you talk like that? Oh, go hear him. If I were his son, I will advise him. We don't criticize Atiku over defections. Why in defect? But you don't when no defect, so another party that can waiting people they tell them. You know defect, but you there for one party, they work against another party. I be they work for favor another party against your own party. I see future in PDP. Akwa Ibom party chieftain demands Wike's expulsion. So if Wike come up for PDP go get future. Citizens in diaspora trafficking drugs. They are embarrassing Nigeria. Tinubu government don't raise alarm. Say Nigerian citizens where they abroad or where they traffic drugs, when they embarrass our country. That's what Tinubu government conscious. Tinubu government people come they say, retired soldiers shut down finance ministry over unpaid entitlement. I don't tell them that one. Residents cry for help as 3 days rainfall collapses bridge in Plateau State. That one self day grant creates federal Sharia courts in South. Murik don't tell National Assembly. Say they want Sharia court, federal one for South. Okay, Nigeria's crude oil production hits 1.8 million barrel per day. Don't pass OPEC quota. Congratulations to our president. NNPCL don't increase fuel price, as I tell you. And Ogabayo Jewelry don't storm me office today. He don't resume work. Now people can say, okay, all right. And then silent killers, soaring drug cost, ignorance, fearing, hypertension, death. People don't they die because of hypertension, because drugs don't they very expensive, and some out of ignorance. Why I don't release 2025 WAEC results, and and other matter then way follow down one. All right, my people, this and other matter now we get for granted today for you. Welcome to Updated Precious once more. It always sweet my belly to bring an update of matter then where they share for inside the country. Thank you so much as on join me this evening. Well, make we begin bring on the matter then one by one as it hot this evening. As it hot like hot pepper soup. Now I'm going to bring and come on a domot one by follow. Okay, so starting the conversation. First off, say let's even start. as Peter Obi with Peter Obi's response yesterday. So if you remember, the Labour Party's 2023 presidential candidate Peter Obi, came under fire from the All Progressives Congress. People, the APC, not let them hear word, and of course, a faction of your own party, Labour Party, say why you go free talk, say you go do only one term. Why you go talk say na only one term you go do? After don vow say he go do serve for only one term if they elect am for 2027. Now, for inside a statement wey BCOB released on Sunday, he say the pledge dey sacrosanct, drawing criticism from APC spokespersons and divided reactions from the Labour Party themselves. Of course, the faction will go argue say na lie. Now, while the Abure-led leadership of the APC dismissed the vow as political theatrics, the rival caretaker faction led by Senator Nenadi Usman endorsed the commitment, citing Obi's record of principled leadership, saying that one go make a go keep in word. Now, APC, however, described Obi's promise as insincere and a ploy to woo others, a ploy to woo voters. Now the Anambra State Governor, remember, Soludo been talk something for Saturday, and we be saying talk say anybody we talk say go do only one term. Say that person look and where he needs psychiatric evaluation because they easy for you to come like this. Say go do only one term in office, and of course Peter will be respond to him. Come talk say as a matter of fact, say everybody not be the same. Say I understand why on a thing say I did like on because of say on a day like that, on a no fit keep on a what. So maybe now waiting make on a thing say I day like on a. And I see all those buzzwords will be used and start yesterday, citing Abraham Lincoln, citing different people, John F. Kennedy, even Nelson Mandela and all that. So in part of it, indeed, history shows that the longer many African leaders remain in power, the more likely they are to be corrupted by the same power. So all of those ones now be say a talk, and then people don't begin response to them. So uh now recent so some people were so I did try to get to those people very quickly. Some people will be say don't respond to that statement to him. Now speaking exclusively rather to I think Punch newspaper, the National Publicity Secretary of Labour Party, Mr. Obiora Ifo, he talked this one. He say, the Labour Party, say that one with Tinubu they talk, that one with Peter Obi they talk. Say he just they talk am because say that just theatrics. In fact, make I just quote part of what he talk. He say the Labour Party has a program to implement when it gets into government, regardless of who the party feels as a presidential candidate. The person will run with the program and policies of the party. I think it is too early to start talking about 2031 when we are still trying to sort out 2027. The LP has drawn the presidential ticket, thrown it open rather, so anybody will get them, may then get them. And as a former presidential candidate, we wish Obi well in his career, including his ambition giving for one term. The politician in him has seen that it is the right thing to do, and that's what he wants to do. We are fine with it. Now, on the other part, the spokesperson of Senator Nadi Usman's faction, Ken Asogo, back Obi. He say this one won't talk. Say he did very good. However, the presidency don't respond to him. Now, the presidency don't respond once, twice, 7 times. Now they make out time to respond to Peter Obi on what they talk. And in fact, most of their responses, their side say, saying give wrong examples. So you talk, say, Ingo stay for only one term. For inside the statement where we say by another release, if the bank Obi claim say he go serve for only one term for inside office, like Abraham Lincoln, like John F. Kennedy, and others. Peter Obi, according to Ram, the aspiring presidential candidate of the flagging opposition party, must have flunked history in school in justifying his so-called sacrosanct pledge to serve only one term. In fact, he talked a lot of things. But inside that talk, when Nigerians begin respond to him, say, excuse me, Oga Bayo another guy. I beg no vex. How come on a get time, this much time, to create attention to Peter Obi and one single tweet, so he be saying to it. You can see his responses. Okay, this is not it. This is my response. We be see people give a brother. I go show you in tweet. Say as I will bring evidence as a matter they take be, I go bring you evidence. Then you see who talk and who they said to. So you see what's in they talk. You see a simple fact check by a politician who always challenges his gullible and unthinking mob to verify his statements would have revealed that what he quoted, or he quoted the wrong examples. Obi would have found that Lincoln, at the time he was assassinated, had already finished, I think, election for a second term and all that. But this not be part of waiting ABC even anger people, because in response plenty well, and I no go fit read all those responses. Now people come begin vex say, how come when I get time to make out this much time, sit down, they respond to P2B. You can see it here. This 11th time bio, non-bio, and the presidency is responding to one single tweet Obi made since yesterday. One single tweet Obi made, and have probably forgotten that he even made the tweet. So you have Obi's photo on your phone for you to be remembering, because when he posts the thing, he posts that together with a photograph. And Nigerians are just coming and saying, no, 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 no. Why other go they respond to Ram? And they respond with messages like this. And this is not all, because of course it was discussed on various television stations today, but at the come now people can also remind them, say, how about Tinubu will make this statement? He talks, say, I don't believe in one Nigeria. But now I be the president of the one Nigeria where you know believe in. Could it be the reason why people they accuse in government of being nepotistic, of only choosing only Yoruba people, or prioritizing Southwest against every other ethnic nationality or zone for inside the country? Could it be that? Now, waiting people talk, as you see, say not be my writing, be that people begin tweets. They show them examples, say, oh, how about Tinubu we don't talk things like this, and go back to that word. So would you also say that he doesn't keep to his words? These are the tweets and reactions we Nigerians they give up. You they see the tweets, you they see the reactions when Nigerians, but Nigerians, why people like this? And I don't even get one single chill like this. And as if that's not enough. Of course, I showed you a tweet earlier where BC people can also begin counterpart of that argument to BC. You can see another one. This is the second tweet or third tweet by Bayo Nanoga. It was so many. About 3, 4, 5 tweets he make, and then other people for presidency also respond to Peter Obi. And then people are wondering, wait, about 27 people died for inside Plateau State just 2 weeks ago, thereabout. How come Ibi say on a day on a find them difficult till now? You Ogabayo, where is a be respond to Peter Obi? You don't find them very difficult to tweet about those people who die, at least with the respect of the life where Ibi say your principles supposed to protect. You never tweet about them. You never tell them. You never commiserate to the families. You never do anything. How come it is easy for you to every single time? Na Peter Obi na the answer for tweet. Every single time na Peter Obi na. So for one tweet like this, where Peter Obi make one tweet, on make out time to respond to around 7 times. For inside one tweet, we be saying tweet. On make out time, respond to around 7 times. Now people even tweeted this and started comparing the two people or the two leaders, as it were. Now, see the comparison where people they make here. Say, hey, say this one are just example between two leaders. Then, one way be say the relationship for inside the state where be say a rule, and another one way be say a sign the pension bill for governors, and you know how much in the end from the pension bill for governors. So if they see the difference, now what people they tweet, you can see that it is not my writing. See, and they say a tale of 2 ex-governors, in one in Lagos State, the other in Anambra State. Peter Obi, Bola Tinubu. Lagos State implemented pension law. Anambra State, since leaving office as governor, he never take anything. No gratuity, no pension, no houses, no cars, no land, no allowances, no maintenance, no personal assistance, no domestic staff, no SPVs, no alpha beta, no shishi from the state. But of course, the other one they put 300% annual salary as a severance benefit. If you see them now, not be me go to read that for you. Make it a read up now. 100% of the annual basic salary for life. 6 new cars every 3 years. New house in Lagos. Minimum of 5 bedroom. New house in Abuja or any other location we be saying like minimum of 5 bedrooms. Free medical for him and every member of his family for life. Entitled to cook, stewards, gardeners, and domestic staff. All pension, all of them they pensionable. 300 they read them now. And now people, what Nigerians? What is going on? Nigerians. The people begin real out. Say, So say if on a think say Peter will be day like on a them know. Say if he can prove that he's not taking a penny from Anambra State until today. Successive administration after for inside Anambra State never be proved, say in the lie, saying don't take 1 naira from Anambra State. Then why should they not believe his words? However, here is what Ruben Abati had to say today on the show about him. Then I will also go and play what Kenneth Okonkwo said, and then what another guest said today on the show, still about the same conversation, because this conversation of Peter Obi second term don't spark a lot of reaction. Now go listen to waiting.
Any politician that comes to you and says, I'm going to do only 1 term, that's a sign of desperation. Any politician that comes to you and says, I'm going to do only 1 term, that's a sign of desperation. It will not work. Just like all these gambits about serving food, carrying plates, and doing boy at parties that could be better organized by event organizers. It's also a sign of desperation. It doesn't work. It will never work. And then the second challenge, of course, is that you say the North will buy into this idea of one term. No, the North will not. Because the civil war in this country has never ended. I don't believe that Northerners who are already aggrieved with a Yoruba president will just shift and embrace the possibility of an Igbo president. There are contradictions in this country that have not been sorted out. We should lay the emphasis on competence, ability. If the Nigerian people are politically educated to a point where they can vote for a competent person, regardless of where he comes from, regardless of his religion, that's when this country will begin to move forward. So all this, I will do one time, I will serve you food, I will give you agbado. No, please. That's not going to work, in my own opinion. I don't know whether you disagree.
Okay, so yes, make I just pause am here before we continue. Now, Nigerians can't go dig out a report where be seeing Ruben Abati. Read out, I think in 2022, when Ibi said Peter Obi said the same thing. In 2022, that means he's been consistent with it. In 2022, he talk say he go do one term. As a matter of fact, say one term day enough for him to show working, to prove in work and what in one do. So now people can say, but when you were reading that then, why did you not doubt the possibility of that happening? Why are you doubting it now? And then people got to talk, say, what's in they bring this madness of two terms for our head? That's the way Buhari told us that, oh, he just finished for 2019, saying just do one term, say he need two terms to complete the work when they do because of all the rods where he say PDP cause. He need to clear the rod. That 4 years was not enough for him to clear the rod of PDP. At the end of the day, as they give him extra 4 years, what did he do? He even worsened the situation within 4 years. As they give him extra 4 years, it can't make the situation worse, according to what Nigerians they talk. So if to say he bow out honorably for the first 4 years, maybe Nigeria for no day for the level of debts where he enter, the ways and means where he be say then cap then get the money where he be say then print use anyhow without proper accountability for no go as far as he go. If to say them vote him out for that 2019. So now did Buhari prove to us that he actually needed 4 years? Was he able to prove to us that he needed 8 years to have better governance? Because if we go by Buhari records, now be say not be true. Now people can't remind Ruben about it. Of that video where be say, make a play you. That video where be say he talk say Peter Obi go do 4 years and say in believe saying go do 4 years. Let me.
Any politician that comes to you and says, I'm going to do only one term, that's a sign of desperation. It will not work. Just like ability. If the Nigerian people are a competent person, to move forward. So all this, I will do, please, that's not going to work, in my own opinion. I don't know whether you disagree. Peter Obi, former Anambra State governor, declared his intention to run for president in the 2023 general election in Nigeria. The peace-loving, soft-spoken gentleman has visited the 6 geopolitical zones of the country to canvass for support amid challenges of insecurity, inflation, and religious crisis, just to mention a few. During his nationwide delegates campaign tour, the former presidential running mate to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar in the 2019 general election stated that he only needs 4 years to fix Nigeria. Obi said he will replace the sharing formula of monthly allocation with a production formula if elected. He further stated that Nigeria has been badly managed over the years and the country is collapsing. In a meeting with PDP delegates in Kaduna State, Peter Obi promises to turn Nigeria into a producing nation that is less development on oil.
Right. So you don't hear this. So how come the same Ruben Abati did not doubt this report when he was reading it that time during 2022? So now what people they talk with that. Now besides that, having to use using words like say, oh, no be by serving food, no be by doing this and that, saying that desperation to say he will do one term. People can they talk, can they lambast Ruben about it? Say you find that like say, be like say you need to do your research properly as a journalist. Because as a journalist, if you know P2B very well, or if you don't make your research, whether truly P2B just they do serving those things when they do because of say in one just do them for media coverage or for popularity. People wait on they close to me P2B. So many times don't come out contact say now in lifestyle, now so in be. And he don't even talk him several times, saying you know get house help. saying they're doing things by himself because I'm the only way they keep up. So how can you use that to insult him on national television? Well, here is another interview for Inside Arise Television where EBC Kenneth Okonkwo respond based on the question where people, where the journalist ask. And I like to even pay attention, make you pay attention to that question because the question when he asked, he said, why is it difficult for people to believe, say indeed, or for politicians to believe, say indeed, Peter Obi go do one term? Is it because they believe, say, as in they lie to the people, like the same way we say P2B they lie to the people, or now because of say they know say everything when they tell people na lie, so they believe say anything when P2B talk na lie, or is it that they're telling people that I mean because we don't believe ourselves, so you two don't believe Peter Obi? So why is it that it's difficult for them to believe what P2B has got to say concerning the one-term bill? I go like more can I go watch and before we enter inside the crisis for inside Labour Party. Take a look.
This one-term thing, why are people taking it with a pinch of salt? Because if the politicians themselves are knocking this, are they almost indicting themselves by saying that, don't ever believe what we tell you on our campaign trail because we do not mean what we say, if they are saying that this is political theatrics to probably just get themselves into power? Are they all indicting themselves, talking about all the politicians and the political parties knocking this down?
The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria made it clear. In section 135, subsection 2, and section 180, subsection 2 of the Constitution is very clear. The term of a president or a governor is 4 years. 4 years. The Constitution was direct. He said the president, after spending 4 years in office, vacates his office. At times, politicians behave as if they don't have any job. So when somebody says he's going to spend only 4 years, he simply stated a constitutional provision. But here is just a little addition. The Constitution says you are no longer qualified to contest if you have contested for that position twice in previous elections. And this is by section 137, subsection 1B, and section 187, subsection 1B. So the issue here is this. If you say you want to contest one term, that is your own idea. That is your own opinion. You are entitled to it. In Nigeria and in some African countries, where elections are deemed not to be free and fair, that's where you have all these unnecessary arguments. Why did I say that? Even abroad, you're not sure, even when you're an incumbent, whether if you contest, whether you will win. That is where you will know that your term of office is not 8 years, it's not 2 terms, it's 1 term. So it ought not to even be a point of argument. Because even if you're an incumbent, if you recontest, you can fail. The only thing the Constitution says is that if you fail 100 times, if you have not been elected twice, you are still qualified to be governor or president. So for me, I do not see any issue whatsoever, except, like you said, distrust of themselves, and 2, because of the belief that there is no free and fair election. If there is free and fair election, then the issue of 2 term, 8 years would not arise. But here is another issue. Because of our rotational arrangement, which has this proposition of 8 years for South, 8 years for North, politicians now do not want to place themselves in a disadvantaged position because 4 years having been taken by a Southern politician, if you are a fresh politician and you want to do another 8 years, you will know that you're dead on arrival. So it's a political strategy on its own for you to accede that you will do 4 years. It is not because the politician did not want to do 8 years, no. But he knows that he has only 4 years left from the Southern, remaining term. But here is another issue. By agreeing you will do 1 year, or you do 4 years, you have also agreed that if there is any other northerner that say he will do also 4 years, then both of you are at the same level of equity because there would be no injustice either section. So there's nothing wrong in a party, for instance, especially an opposition party that doesn't have an incumbent, saying in order that Nigerians will be free to trust them, that they are going to have a transitional government whereby whoever is going to contest would have to agree to do 1 term and do not exercise his constitutional rights to recontest. A party can do that so that whether they present a candidate from the North or from the South, the Nigerians from either section will not feel that they have been betrayed or an injustice meted out to them. For instance, if a Northerner wins in another political party and commits to do 4 years, then what it means is that the South and the North has shared for 4 years like they did during the Yaradua, Goodluck Jonathan period, and there will be no injustice. So there is nothing, absolutely nothing that ought to raise concerns or arguments. But like you said, a man who kills by the sword does not like people to wave sword at his back. So politicians have made themselves very untrustworthy. So they go the extra mile to prove themselves when they make any proposition.
Do you think there are any personal reasons that might not be overt for this declaration being made by the aspiring president of Nigeria?
No. It's purely a political strategy. There is nothing hidden about it because every politician would want to complete his 2 terms if he has the opportunity. But of course, if this were 2023, the same politician and presidential candidate or aspirant would not make the same promise. Like I said, as it stands today, a Southerner has taken 4 years. So it will be political suicide for you to come and say you want to do 8 years. Nobody will vote for you, not even from South or from the North. So it is purely a political strategy, nothing else. Anybody telling you it's because he wants to be like Mandela or want to be like this, no, that's not true. But again, the person may want to tell you that just for you to believe he will do 4 years. He may want to tell you that he can still achieve his basic objectives within 4 years. Just to encourage you to know that he is serious in not trying to exercise his constitutional right to recontest election. So there is nothing beyond political strategy. That's what it is.
All right. So, I mean, a lot of us get a bit of problem with this conversation, really. If the Nigerian constitution states saying a 4-year be one term or be termly, tenure of a presidency or any appointed elected position, why would they make noise about this? You don't go second term, you never go second term. Why it be say we they in an administration where it be say just the 2 years into the administration and things are really going south for a lot of people. And instead of them to focus on how they go fit use, give people good governance, we go convince people to vote for them. Because now the work what you do, now you go convince people to vote for you. Not be by the level of propaganda what you do. Now the work what you do, now you go convince people to say, you don't do well, make we vote for you to go for another time. So we never even fit convince people, including the promise where you make where you say, if I don't give you light, don't vote for me for second term. You never even fulfill all of those ones. The first thing you want to do now is to first of all bias the minds of people against person we promise say you go do one time. Because people they look and say, now bias now they create. So that northerners no go believe Peter Obi to agree saying go do one time to vote for him. That's just basically what is happening. Then they abuse the mind of people where if say go on vote for Peter Obi, hoping say power go return to them after internal. Say may they no believe I'm saying a lie. Because if why it be say the issue of I go do one time no come out in 2022 where Peter Obi talk that's an evidence. I played you a video evidence where show when Peter Obi talk say in go do one time in 2022. He said it. Why did the APC not campaign on that one time he said he was going to do in 2022? Why not in 2023 against the 2027 election? Now they campaign against and saying they lie. Why did they not see it as a lie when he said it in 2022? I mean, I just played you that report by Ruben Abati himself, the same person. I played you the report. So if the same man said the same thing in 2022, if he were voted into power, he would have had the opportunity to do 2 terms. But he said he would do only 1 term at that time. So if the same man go fit talk that in at that time, saying only 1 term in go do at that time, why these same people with oppose him now no talk say no, na lie you they lie at that time? Why was it difficult for them to oppose him then? But they know now, say, now more of a political strategy for them to oppose them so that they go abuse the minds of people where they say, go feel likely believe in them to comot maybe they are not working or not so inactive administration. Could it be that? Because why is it a problem that somebody has said, I'll do 1 term? And then we, of course, saw the treatment that the Northerners and the rest of Nigerians came together and gave to Jonathan. It wasn't because Jonathan was such an inept. It wasn't. It was just because one of the major reasons, and because they believe, say, North don't do only 2 years based on Dêærths, and South at that time don't do 8 years of Obasanjo and 2 years of Jonathan. So they felt that it is only rational for power to return to the North, and they wanted power back at all costs, and they got it. So why not give Peter Obi or even say, no worry now, if you don't do the 1 term, we'll go do you what we'll do Jonathan, we'll come out for power. Why not even leave that as a possible option? Why using this to campaign right now to say, oh, and then what they're doing now is abusing the mind of people so that they will begin doubt the capacity or perhaps the words of Peter Obi. Because that now waiting people they talk. You know, nothing that they talk away, they talk about. Now waiting people they talk, now they carry talk. So that now waiting they say they happen now. How come it wasn't a problem in 2022 when Peter Obi said that he was going to do only 1 term? Why he be saying that now when he talks saying go do only one time, it come become problem where everybody don't begin carry on for head, everybody don't begin complain, everybody don't begin talk, say no, no mind them all, in the lie, in they do this one, in they do. Is he the first politician? Because one of the things where he said they use hold on, I saying no go leave Abga, he finally leave Abga. But he didn't leave Abga as a governor, he finished in administration in governorship before he left Abga. Right. So even if he left Abga, is he the first politician perhaps to make a promise and not keep to it? How many politicians don't stand by their words? How many? How many don't stand by their words? When they come out, don't talk something and then keep to them. So should we rather be looking at or fighting over 2027 right now when Nigerians are hungry, people are dying, kidnapping day anyhow, insecurity is it's on, in fact, people, the bandits and terrorists, they're on the rampage. People, they go through a lot for Nigeria. Hunger, they on the increase. I was just trying to read you a report how hypertension now are the silent killer where they kill people. And one of the major reasons why they kill people now the high cost of drugs. Drugs, they're so expensive. And so people know they fit afford to buy them. And they are dying. And of course, you know that hypertension does not give you warning. People are dying under this administration. Should we not pay attention? You see, you know what I said there? You know, I've said this before, and I'm going to say this again. So this is a pure and perhaps free political advice or consultation for the presidency. See, nobody gets upper hand to win election for 2027 but more than President Bola Tinubu. Now he get the highest upper hand. You know why? Because he's still serving. And he gets every opportunity to turn the bias for the mind of Nigerians. Why? By just trying to prove to them, say, I could do well. Just show them small example of good leadership. Oto, Nigerians, they're so easy to please. Nigerians are the simplest and easiest people to please for the world. Once you please Nigerians small like this, they don't begin blow your trumpets. They don't begin holler for you. They don't begin say, oh, you do well, oh, you do well. So this administration now get that edge, that opportunity to show Nigerians, say, indeed, I go fit to do something for now. So why not put in that effort? That time when they use tarnish the image of your opponent. Why not put in that time? Or maybe you call all politics. Why not put in that time in delivering good governance? Because right now, in the process of replying Obi, people don't know time. Say, I don't reply Obi in one conversation. For inside one conversation, we get to do with one tenor. I don't reply and 7 times. But people died 2 weeks ago for inside Plateau State. 27 human beings died. 27 under on a watch died. On a never tweet one tweet. The president himself did not tweet, did not make a comment. All his handlers that have responded to Bina did not say anything about it. If you see their response, please let me know. Maybe in my omission, I don't see them. Forgive me and I go apologize. They no tweet about him. But now Obi on, they made that time 7 different times. By another guy responded to Obi almost 4 or 5 times. One tweet of Obi 4 or 5 times. 7 times now they don't respond to Obi. But they've not been able to respond about the killing in Plateau State, not once. In fact, the other killings and what just happened for Benue after them, nobody don't respond. So those lives, they know they're worthy of their tweets. Those lives know they're worthy of their response and reaction. Now only power, politics, how to retain power, now they're worthy of their response and their reaction. Why? Because this now, waiting Nigerians, they talk. The lives we on a get, one, I swear an oath to protect. No, they enough. They know they're worthy of a reaction. But na Peter Obi response on one term in own personal promise, so and they give people fever according to waiting people they talk. Not be made talk. But make I just enter go straight into another conversation very sharply. As we don't dump that one, make we move on. So yeah, before we enter inside politics proper, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you know that I'll go with the ball because in fact I will go look for one competition, make I go win for this administration because President Bola Ahmed Tinubu again don't reward the day Tigress as it be say they win the game where it be say they go for the African Championship and it reward them the same way it be say use reward the footballers. It's just that in this time no be 3-bedroom flat bungalows he gave them for the renewed hope. This be like saying a land now it be say give to them. So he give them $100,000 each, all the players. Then give their technical team $50,000 each, and including landed property. Now, waiting ABC give to them. And then Nigerians on the react. Can't give them, of course, title of OON and all that. Nigerians on the react saying, now, wow, so we get this kind of money to give out like this. We get this kind of money. As they talk to you today, pensioners then even go waka today, say they no go great. It don't do. A group of retired army personnel today, Monday, besieged the headquarters of Nigerian Ministry of Finance in Abuja demanding the payment of their entitlements, including gratuities, security debarment, their security debarment allowance, and withheld salaries, where they never give them since they retire. Till now. In fact, the ex-servicemen voluntarily resigned from the Nigerian army between the third and fourth quarters of 2023 and were disengaged in July 2024. Till now, they never give them their money. Even the ones who be say retire by age and all that, they never still give them the entitlement. So while Nigerians they praise President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for being very generous in the way they give money, but we say wait, we need to spend money like people we don't get to. We just dey like people will be say papa will be say now wait till people they talk or not be me. We dey like papa will be say or they do like papa will be say your children never pay school fees and they tell your children say no more na manage school fees no day money no day for school fees but they declare pepper soup and issue one on for inside joints for other people because that's exactly what it looks like. People are not doing the country. People they're hungry for this country. People they die for small sickness where they avoidable because of the way the dilapidated nature of our healthcare system. A lot of things are not supposed to kill people, they kill people. If we carry the $100,000, the 150 million naira, we be say you use give each of these persons them, put them for inside one local one health center. 150 million naira to use rehabilitate one health center for each one local government area of this country. We could not make money. At least out of the 770 something local government areas, we could not achieve at least 40 or 20 of the local government areas. Then we could not at least save some lives through that. There is a lot of things we would have done with that money instead of just using it to appreciate people. This now waiting to see people to talk. But then let's get straight to politics before I open the phone lines. So the All Progressives Congress APC again don't accuse former Kaduna State Governor Malam Nasir El-Rufai of attempting to impose former Vice President Atiku Abubakar as presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress ADC into the party. Now, the APC claimed that El-Rufai and his allies in the ADC were attempting to undermine Nigeria's power rotation arrangement by pushing for Atiku's candidacy in 2027, despite the fact, say, that they turn for the South. Now, some people they talk, say, no, say nothing like that they happen, say, now just mere politics. And say now then just they push this agenda because of course now because of personal interest now politics and they push them because of say then get interest in the conversation while others they talk say no be just mere politics this now waiting ABC they happen. And I don't know if I told you guys I did a video on that. You should go watch it on my page later on. Say INEC no agree recognize the candidates for inside the Abuja FCTA election, the candidates of Abure, and then cite say they implement the Supreme Court judgment when they do that. That don't they raise a lot of reactions. As a matter of fact, I posted some reactions from Arabambi and Intim, where Arabambi they quote law, they talk, say no, you know go fit take him. Say the law not talk like this. The law not talk like this, you know go fit take him. But now there was also an interview with I think the some members of Labour Party concerning that. Now, two factions of Labour Party get two different things to talk about concerning that action by INEC. As a matter of fact, the Abure's faction don't they threaten say they will sue INEC concerning the matter. But maybe we hear within the factions and get to talk. Watch out.
If Abure have failed to heed to Supreme Court judgment, Abure is not more powerful than the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Those that feel that he has failed to comply should sue him for contempt if they feel that Abure have failed to obey the Supreme Court judgment, including INEC. Secondly, Nenadi did not ask Supreme Court or any court to declare him chairman. And can you remind me when in Nigeria that a court now begins to become a Father Christmas, that he now gives people what they didn't ask for? Nenadi never asked the court to make him chairman of Labour Party. That's also by the way. And my brother that said that Abure's tenure expired since 2023 June. I will still ask him, before the expiration of that tenure, what happens to the Labour Party well-conducted convention? That's another question that he needs to answer. Thirdly, what happened to the primary conducted in Anambra State, even after the Supreme Court judgment? And what happened to the nomination of our candidate in Anambra? Does it mean that INEC is now selective in terms of the elections they will field Labour Party and elections they will not field Labour Party? That is a question for INEC to answer. 4, it is now obvious that individuals, ordinary party people, are now the one giving reports that INEC ordinarily should give. I'm happy this afternoon that our brother in the studio have clearly stated the position of INEC. And this have shown that Mahmoud have employed him as analyst, as a legal personnel working for INEC, because all what he said is the position of INEC. And if you can remember, since after the Supreme Court judgment, INEC have refused to make any statement on this matter. Why? Because it's an internal affair of political party. And even if you look at it like the picture he painted, when you say NEC, there is no way 6 persons will be bigger than 72 persons. Labour Party is not a newly registered political party. It's a political party that have an existing structure of state chairmen and secretaries across the country. And these are statutory members of NEC. And there's no way you have a successful NEC, even if there's an emergency on the NWC leadership. There's no way you will constitute a NEC without the majority of these state chairmen and secretaries. So, you see, that is why I said that INEC is trying to do a hatchet job. And I don't know who is dictating what they are doing. If the Nana Usman faction can accept that they have failed it. Like he said, he was secretary of transition committee. I didn't remember. But for the past 2 years, they have been on this line and they've not been able to achieve anything. The best thing for people is to come into the house, come into the party, and sit down on a round table and even say what they want. As for the Labour Party, our leadership is still confirmed by INEC. Check INEC website now, Barrister Julius Abure. And INEC does not have any reason to tell Nigerians why they have to remove Barrister Julius Abure. NEC have conducted a convention, and he said something about delegates to national convention. When they say it's an internal party affair, NEC have the power to design a guideline for their party constitution. Are you hearing me? NEC has the power to develop a guideline for conduct of the party's national convention. And if my brother can read the Electoral Act, Section 84, subsection 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, he will see the role that INEC has to play in observing the party convention and congresses. And for him to say that the Labour Party has to start congress from ward, let him go and refer to some political parties that have done their congresses within the past 1 year and tell me when they started doing their convention from ward. Many of them didn't even have ward structure, but they did their national convention. Labour Party has a constitution, and in that constitution, tenure is different. The national tenure and even ward tenure is different. So it is not outsiders that will tell the party how to conduct their affairs. The Labour Party constitution is there as a template for the party to use to run the affairs of Labour Party. Even INEC knows that they may or may not supervise, attend a party convention. The one that is mandatory for INEC is electing candidates that will run a national or state election. That is the one that is mandatory. And the duty of a political party is to give INEC notice. If I tell you that I'm coming to this studio today and you do not reply me, and eventually I come to this studio without any reply from you that I should not come, I should come. How is it my fault? How is it my business? My business is that the law says that I must notify you that I'm coming to your studio today. And if I did notify you that you did not welcome me and another person welcome me, is none of my business. And that is what the law says. And like I said conclusively, INEC chairman is doing a hatchet job against the Labour Party. Let him, for the first time, come out and address the press and tell the press the reason why he has omitted our candidate in this election. But I can assure you that Labour Party will be on the ballot because we are not in a banana republic. INEC is not above the law. INEC is an institution established by law of the country. So they will not be above the law. And finally, anybody that feels that Abure and the NWC have conducted a contempt of court, let them start today or tomorrow morning to institute a contempt process against all of us. Thank you.
All right, so you don't hear the reaction of the Aguri-led team for inside this matter. Now, what's in the surprise a lot of people, we say, before this INEC attempt to implement the Supreme Court judgment, everything they do, like say, they work in their favor. And they've been praising INEC for allowing the status quo to remain, for not tampering with Aburi's name and all that. And they praise INEC, say INEC, they do well. How come now where be say INEC don't look and say, okay, make Kukuma do what it be say they say we're supposed to do. Now you come be say they don't begin insult INEC. The same Arabambi, I think I wish I can get those footages of him praising INEC, how INEC has done very well and all that. So how come the same Arabambi now and in team now don't see the INEC as people will be say now biased people will be say now them be now. But let's quickly take a listen to the other faction, the Nena Usman faction, as a response to this same conversation. Make you hear what's in the top. They will get back, and I think I'll try to get that footage by Arabambi so that we'll play it. Take a listen.
What INEC did is what they ought to have done long ago. And what INEC just did is constitutional. And that is the right thing. It's only those who do not understand or who refuse to admit what has been going on in Labour Party, in INEC, in the court, will be surprised with what is going on. If I have the time, I will explain to you what has been going on. What INEC did is constitutional. Abure is no longer the chairman of Labour Party. His tenure stopped last year. I'm talking constitutional, and INEC affirmed it. He went to court and got court order through the back door. I will explain to you what I mean by through the back door for INEC to deal with him. And INEC went on appeal, and the matter got to Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court validated the position of INEC. So I think what INEC did is the right thing, the correct thing. It will pave way for the unity of Labour Party, the progress of Labour Party, and put Labour Party in the right footing for subsequent elections. So at least the masses will now know that Abure is a fluke. His chairmanship is over. So it's a welcome development for Labour Party.
Now, there's been so much dispute as to the internal affairs within Labour Party and where it stands as we look forward to 2027. With this decision, how stable would you say the party can be to focus on its emerging issues, which of course will be bringing out a powerful candidate come 2027?
Let me make this thing clear. All this while, the problem of Labour Party is not followership. The problem of Labour Party is leadership, created by the refusal of Abure to leave office when his tenure has expired. Now that the leadership problem is solved, the Labour Party will be stronger. We'll move forward more united than ever before. What has been happening that people have been wondering, where is the leadership? Which side do we follow? Which is the correct side? Now that INEC, the custodian of the electoral culture, has come out openly to make it clear and have demonstrated it, the unity of the party will be stronger. And that is the truth. And will be more equipped and better to approach 2027 election. That is the truth.
All right, so you don't hear from the faction of the Dêærths Usman, right? Okay, so now when some people they talk, say, are we really sure that INEC don't indeed do the right thing, or not just trap to make the Dêærths Usman team then calm down, relax, then next thing then backfire again, so that when they don't relax, Obi don't rest in mind and say, okay, Labour Party is now working, let me concentrate on Labour Party, and then boom, another one happens because now this same INEC since this same INEC now never implement that judgment since what people don't talk about. This same INEC, some people they look at like say it could just be a setup. In fact, people even look at it like, is it possible that INEC under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu could just want do the right thing? Understanding, say people don't they look, say most of the things and where they happen for inside other political parties, internal problems inside other political parties, they caused by the ruling party. Is it possible that INEC is indeed doing the right thing? But we could go here waiting Arabambi get to talk yesterday when it was a News Central interview. And by the way, those videos were playing are courtesy of Arise Television. So make I play that in interview for News Central. Make it here waiting and get to talk about this matter.
If INEC lawyers do not know the difference between obiter dicta and ratio decidency, I think they should throw in their letter of resignation. And I'm also be calling on the NBA president. I think they need to do a lot for these lawyers. I think some of them, seem to be going outside, the dictate or whatever they are taught in law school. Because if in a judgment, any reference that is not part of a judgment of a court is known as obiter dicta. Dêærths Usman was never part of that matter initio. It was in a case of Ondo matter when they refused to upload, our candidate on the INEC portal. And the judgment of the court is very clear. If a court said, we do not have jurisdiction, in the Lagman of Supreme Court, how on earth will somebody will now be posting some form of news that, Supreme Court will remove somebody and affirm the other person? Obiter dicta is what the judge just made mention in line with what Dêærths and their group posited, in their affidavit that tenure has expired. It is an advice. The judge just made mention of that, and it's not part of the judgment. The judgment was just that every judgment that has affirmed, that made mention of Abure as national chairman. They said this aside, but they do not forget something. There was a national convention that pronounces Abure as national chairman, and that convention has not been challenged in any court of law. And that was why the Supreme Court was very clear that this decision remained internal affairs of the political party. And let me also remind them, in the PDP, between Ode and Senator Nyawu, from the federal court to Supreme Court, Senator Nyawu loses out. But who is the National Secretary of Labour Party or PDP today? Because INEC on their own want to assume jurisdiction. They are now making Obita dicta compulsory in law of Nigeria, and that is why I will even be calling on the Attorney General. I think they need to flush out some body against that legal department of INEC. You don't just think because you are a lawyer, we can just be deceived. I am making that definition to them now that whether they are senior advocate or they are junior lawyer, that Obita dicta is what the judges made mention about. The court did not say the tenure of any executive has expired. If any lawyer will show me where the court says so, I will give that lawyer 1 million, and if there is no, that lawyer should be derobed. Please, I challenge any lawyer in that INEC or even from the opposite side, this Denadi, they should come on here with that judgment and show us where the court in the judgment said we hereby decided and follow. Our judgment is that tenure has expired, because the court has jurisdiction to pronounce tenure of a party, of an executive has expired, because it is internal affairs of that political party. That is just what I want to, educate our people. So whatever they must have posted outside there is nothing but, false and null and void as far as we are concerned. And then they just try to play their script, and I will be calling on the president of Nigeria to call Mahmoud to order. Mahmoud should not assume jurisdiction over what he lacks the power to do. Mahmoud cannot choose it. Who is the national chairman of Labour Party? He cannot. Now, regarding that primary they are talking about, let me tell you, Section 82 of the electoral stipulated that.
Okay. So, but before I play section 62, so you don't reach time where Bishop will call president to come correct INEC for waiting INEC. I thought INEC was supposed to be an independent body. So how do you invite the president to correct INEC on what INEC is doing? This same you have hailed INEC different occasions for waiting happen. And just so you, in case you forget, make I just quickly remind you. Say this same Arabambi and their Bure team were loggerheads. They won't see each other at all. Because Arabambi and Apapa now one team. It not shock you and say Arabambi now they revoke, they speak in favor of Abure. It not shock you because Arabambi and Abure, they've been there at loggerheads, they've been there the sea road. Even that time, even on our obedience, we they fight for Abure at that time. They fight for him. So now this same Arabambi now don't become paddy with Abure so much that they even call on the president to come to the rescue of the Labour Party because of waiting INEC they do. Wow, let's finish listening to it. I think
let me tell you, Section 82 of the electoral stipulated that political party, the national chairman and national secretary shall give INEC 21-day notice for convention and congresses or primary. Section 82.5 says, failure of a party to give INEC notices shall render the outcome. So we will be going to court because the party wrote to them concerning the primary. The letter was acknowledged. I bet with them anything, the court will give them in our favor. Because the shall in the Section 82.1 is that we must give 21-day notice. But it's not compulsory for INEC to attend. It is there in the electoral act. So if INEC want to bring their own rule and regulation over the Constitution of Nigeria against Section 1 of the Constitution, then we will go and try that in court. But I want the INEC lawyers to know that we are not babies. We know the law, even if some of them are not lawyers, that what they are positioned as there is called orbital dicta. It is not compulsory, it is passive, it is not compulsory, it is not binding on it.
Okay, and I don't see that para way be say Arabambi para for inside that conversation. Well, our phone lines will be open very shortly for you to chime in on the conversation. I can't wait for you guys to jump in on the conversation. We're gonna put them out for inside the matter. But let's go back to ADC issue. As Keyamo don't talk, say it no good day easy for the not to trust Peter Obi to do 110, right? In fact, Nigerian Minister of Aviation Festus Keyamo also dismissed the chances of and potential of Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi together winning a ticket. He said, he say they are going nowhere in terms of demography. Keyamo said, of course, he said of the opposition movement, he said, I like what is happening. They are putting us on our toes. It's going to make us work harder, but the numbers are not looking good for them. So basically, in the try talk, say the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu get a lot of foot soldiers for inside the north, and say no good be easy for Atiku and Obi to get that much strength for inside the north to use win the election. And then I also go to waiting a say the media pally where be say Wiki get today, even though I didn't like to talk much about Wiki media pally, or maybe I talk about other things and I take his media pally last so that it could be the last thing where be so I go here. I'm not also the worrying not too much. So let's just go to other issues and I talk about Wiki and the outcome of his media pally. So the chairman of the Nigerian Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, Abike Dabiri, don't decry the rising spate of Nigerians where they arrest because of drug trafficking for abroad. Say too much. Say right now, it can't be like say too many Nigerians don't they do drugs. Say this kind one no good though at all. Say they spoil the names of Nigerians. Say why only they do drug like that? Now, when asked about the actions taken by Nigerian authorities in response to the ethnically charged protest against Igbos in Ghana, I responded. She says the tribe you mentioned will ask. The tribe you mentioned will ask if it's because of us. No. Like I said, crime has no federal character. Now, one of the reasons we make them ask this question, of course, we know the stance of Abike Dabiri in the past about such matter like this, but she don't talk a lot of things. She don't vex her. Say the way we be saying Nigerians they used to do crime abroad. Say the thing done the set bad example for Nigeria, and the thing don't make a lot of people they profile Nigeria because of this kind of way BC they do. All right, phone lines will be open shortly. Now, residents don't they cry for help as BC rainfall don't collapse a bridge inside Plateau State, and the federal government never tweet about this one, but they answer Peter Obi 7 times. Just to remind you. And still talking about matter for Nigeria, the Muslim rights concern Murik don't call on the National Assembly to initiate a legislation for the establishment of federal Sharia courts across Nigeria, across everywhere for Nigeria for South, particularly in the southern region. So make we get Sharia court for South because Muslims are in the South. And people they wonder say, since most southern part of the country now predominantly Christian people, so how you won't use judge the law? If I be Christian, I offend a Muslim, how won't take judge them? How you could take be? This a question will be say a lot of people they ask, and I don't get answer to that question. All right, so make I get straight to the wiki issue. Then I play his footages, and then we begin to take your calls and reactions. So first off, wiki don't talk say wiki you don't criticize Atiku Abubakar say for jumping from one party to the other. Say he's supposed to be ashamed of himself. Say as a matter of fact, he's supposed to tell him, see, children are supposed to even advise him. See what they do no good at all. However, somebody else will be chairman, the PDP, the chairman, the PDP advocate of peace and justice, Papa J, Dr. Tom Fredfish. He don't express optimism. Say see good lights, green lights for what's they happen for inside PDP right now. But say anyway, they need to come out wiki. Say if they no come out wiki, then PDP feel no get the strength where be say he's supposed to gather. The wiki himself too don't react today for some questions when they ask him for a media panel. He talk say PDP don't they say the problem for PDP don't they resolved temporarily for now. For now, it don't they resolve for now. Does it mean that if PDP try to succeed after now, you go find another fire where you go bring out to cause problem for inside PDP? Is that possible? Well, we could hear a bit of the things and we get to talk for inside the media party today.
You insisted that Dêærths will be the national secretary of your party. Today he is.
I did not insist. I said the law should be obeyed.
Well, he is.
So if you use the word I insist.
Honorable Minister, you also said you were going to remain in the PDP and fight it to the end. Today, you are still a member of the PDP.
Yes.
Those you describe as buccaneers and vampires, you say have left your party.
Yes.
And there have been defections.
Yes.
But do you think that your party is out of the woods? Is the crisis over? Especially when the President Bola Tinubu, continues to infer to your party as the sinking ship.
He's entitled to. Just like I'm entitled to say anything about the party. Now, but let us get it clear. I never insisted that Samayam must be. I insisted that the right thing must be done. If the right thing to be done is that Samayam should be, if that is here, title that I insisted. If the law takes place, so be it. And the law has taken place. And I don't know the second prophecy said I did.
Now you remain in the PDP, you will not defect. Then
no, I said I'm going to remain in PDP, and which I'm still in PDP. And that's why I'm saying that the right thing must be done. I will not leave this party, which I have done everything for, for the buccaneers and vampires. If I have left the party, the buccaneers and vampires would have remained in PDP to come and collect ticket.
Is the crisis over?
Well, it is over for now. Because there are still some things remaining, which I've told them they must do. One is, our South Zonal Congress that was held must be upheld. There's no two ways about it. Now, when we were doing our South Zonal Congress, the acting national chairman claimed that the PDP governors were not in support of that zonal congress. Where are the PDP governors now? Where are they?
So, Honorable,
our Congress was held in Calabar, and there's nothing anybody can tell us. If they want another round of crisis, so be it. That Congress must be. The Chief Dêærths Obi emerged as the national vice chairman of the Congress. The court allowed it for the Congress to hold. Congress was held. The so-called acting national chairman of the party went and wrote a letter to INEC. Congress was held on Saturday. Say, for example, on the 5th. And you wrote a letter on the 8th, for example, that Congress has been postponed. Something was held on the 5th. And the 8th, it was postponed. So there's no two ways about it. The national vice chairman of PDP South is Chief Dêærths Obi. If they don't agree, that's another round of crisis. Two, the Southeast Congress, which they produce Ali Odefa, cannot stand. Ali Odefa, the court affirmed, he's no longer a member of the party. You cannot. You cannot. You see, these are the things I tell people that what I don't like is impunity. And for somebody like me, we will not condone it. I will not allow it. We won't fight it except they correct it. They said they're going for their convention.
Their convention? Are you not part of it?
yeah, the convention.
When you have not corrected it.
The convention is in November. It's in November.
Well, let us wait. Let the matter, first of all, there's still time for them to resolve it. Before we talk about the convention. Resolve the matter. Resolve the matter. If the matter is not resolved,
all right, so now don't hear what's we can talk. Phone lines are open. Make I begin taking our thoughts and reactions. I go get to play you later on more of the things and when talk. And of course, some things will surprise people when talk for inside that place. Now say, I know government go fit do everything, solve all the problems together. But then why promise say go solve problems? Really? Say you no go fit solve all the problem, but say you go do some. So anybody will see government really do well, make them talk say they do. But people say, why did you promise? Why promise during election say you go do this, you go do that? And at the end of the day, those things and what you do, they tell us now, say, we promise. They tell us now, say, no government could really solve all these problems or do all these things. Then why did you promise? If you know that 8 years, 10 or not even just 4 years, 8 years not enough for you to do all those things, why make that promise? Why make that promise? What phone lines are open, my people? Follow the link waiting for the pinned comments. Make you enter the studio straight to follow me to put my for the matter. Or you call the WhatsApp number 0817-029-4077. 0817-029-4077. Hello, good evening and welcome. Sir.
How you doing?
I didn't inside you. Welcome, sir.
Number one, I'm worried about my wife because she never come back and there is storm.
Yes, so.
Storm here. Over here, there is storm here. All the
okay,
trains are
in
canceled.
The UK there. Oh, wow.
Yeah, all the trains are cancelled. So, in fact, I don't know.
Is this super? This sounds like super.
Yeah, super.
Oh, super, you're welcome. Calling from the UK, you're welcome.
Okay, I'm going to talk about two things. Number one.
Have you tried to reach her? Have you tried to reach your wife? Is she okay?
Yeah, of course. Oh, yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk. Video call, we'll be talking.
All right,
She'll find it. As soon as I hear, she'll play. No,
okay. Go ahead.
Okay, number one, do you know Ruben Abati? If I tell you that Ruben Abati works for Tinubu, you will believe?
I won't take no now.
He once worked for Tinubu. Yes, he once worked for Tinubu, Ruben Abati. And and I'll tell you what, if you see the media chat when they talk, they interview the Tinubu,
yes, the president, Nahim Hostan. Yes.
If you look at, there's an eye contact between two of them. Let me tell you how I take no. A senator, Smart Adeyemi, is it Adeyemi? Yes, Smart Adeyemi from Kogi.
Yes.
From Kogi. He was he contested for governor, but he was a senator, but he contested for governor, he lost, right? Winner. When the Ruben Abati was being interviewed on Arise during that governorship, whatever, when they were having that governorship, so after the interview, Smart Adeyemi told Ruben, he said, Ruben, come back home. You know where we belong. We once worked for Tinubu, so we need you to come back home because we're expecting you. He's there on Arise. If you can, yes, no, this is not this. A senator. He was a sitting senator. He was still a sitting senator contesting for a governorship in Kogi State.
Yes.
I watched that interview. After the interview, he said, Ruben Abati, you know you are once a Tinubu's boy. Come back home. We're expecting you. We all work for Tinubu, and you were there before when we were working for Tinubu. So we need you back. So it looked like I can see Ruben's face that this guy has exposed something that he didn't want anybody to know. You know, he was just pretending to be smiling. He once worked for Tinubu. Find that video. If you can find that video on YouTube. It's Smart Adeyemi, a sitting senator, interviewed on Arise. That's number one. Oh, yeah, that's not true, because the man won't lie. He said, you and I work for Tinubu. We once worked for Tinubu. Come back home. The man didn't deny himself because he's a senator. He didn't deny himself. Now, you see this Arababi, you see, it's very clear that all these people are working for Tinubu. Arababi them. Oh, yes. What do you expect? Is it not the same Arababi who is fighting Abure? That the other man, what's the other? The other is
Apapa.
Lavidi Apapa. We don't hear that. We don't hear about that one anymore.
Don't come
because
down.
That one is out of the picture. You know, now Apapa, they wanted to bring. Apapa is the chairman. Abure was out. That time where Abure was loyal to
Arababi was the publicity secretary.
Yes, but he was fighting Abure. Abure is not the chairman. It's not this. It's not that. But at the end of the day, when he now discovered that Abure is working for APC, because Apapa is out of the picture now. Why are they not talking of Apapa? Where is Apapa? So it's very clear they are all working for. And just like you said, making Obi said a trap. I think they set for you. Making Obi said a trap. You know, at the end of the day, they think all is well. By the time they make Obi to be a presidential candidate, another thing go. But I don't see Obi winning this thing alone. He need a force.
Yeah.
People like Atiku them, Atiku will not just run, just support him.
All right, thank you so much,
Or
Super.
maybe two of them should come together, Then lastly, you see, APC just do propaganda for them to grab power. Because all the things where they say they would do, they didn't do anything. Even from Buhari to Tinubu, nothing was done. Thank you very much,
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, Nigeria phone line still they open. We could begin to take your thoughts and reactions on the conversation we don't raise. I get Engineer Chris Udotai. Engineer Chris. Abangowo. Engineer Chris, hello. Engineer Chris, are you there? All right, I guess you are busy. I would have to call you, put you in again later. Mike FIFA, good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Precious. How you doing?
I do fine. How your side?
I'm fine.
Go ahead.
I don't know why these people are attacking Peter Obi.
They attack plenty.
Because he said, say something nobody has said.
And just hold on. So my problem with the one time be say this na something where be say when he reached that time, he no keep to his word. Things there to keep him in check. If he no keep to his word, make I no use the F word. Effing vote him out, come out. If he no keep to his word, play that record again for him. Show him. This na era where be say evidence they always dey even after 10 years. You pulling evidence for in front and I say because of this all of them revolt so no go. So why it be say every other person they hell bent on rubbishing and discrediting him? That's even the most painful part.
His statement is the problem of Nigeria.
Yes.
Soludo
don't respond 7 times to him.
Everybody, even Ruben Abati. I don't want to even say something about Ruben Abati, but I'm more concerned about Kenneth Okonkwo. Because we know what is playing out in his own. After all,
so you see, even as that one they respond, didn't you style also talk about articles?
Yes, I remember what Dr. Catch on Onuju said. You know why Kenneth Okonkwo started attacking Peter Obi. You know, so Peter Obi coming out to say how he will do only one tenor. Kenneth Okonkwo doesn't like that because Kenneth Okonkwo has made up his mind, you know, to support Atiku. And his action is born out of, you know, his quest, or rather desperation to make money from Atiku. Because eventually, if Peter Obi now is given the ticket to contest under that their coalition ADC, this guy now, shamefully, he may not like to come back to support Peter Obi. You understand? Because by then now, people wey don't they follow Peter Obi since go don't occupy the space. So, and again, he knew or he knows that if he comes back to make money to support Peter Obi, he's not going to make money from there. So I believe Sir Atiku don't promise him something if he support him. Now make everything. Even the one where no supposed consign him, he go just the attack Peter Obi, attack him. What if Peter Obi do these people? Okay, no be person that talks, no be person that talks say up till now. Now you talk now up till now, they never respond for the killings where happen.
I never seen. If you don't see the response, please tell me. That's horrendous. That killing will make a reporter they cry. Will make a reporter they cry like breakdown for national TV.
I'm
that
telling
killing,
you,
as in, there's no way by or none of all people could say no see that reporter because it was trending on Twitter that day. So you go see that kind of thing, you keep quiet, you never tweet. That's inhumane. That's what people would say. That's
every day. This other one,
this other one says,
I don't even want to talk about the other one. That's Daniel Buala be waiting. That one, they see if to say in the UK, they for just catch him, carry and go for one home, go keep him. In go the shout say nothing is wrong with me. They say no. We know we are going to take care of it. Then go put up. You know they talk reasonably. Sorry to say that. You go see something where you just they paint and they ton. They no value human lives again. People are wasted every day. They are not doing anything about that. The president is busy campaigning, fighting every political party just to make sure that this thing is realized. And these people, they know the truth. They will come out every day. They defend them. It's terrible, honestly. I bet make I leave you here. Make another person talk.
Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Hello, good evening, and welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening. Is this Daniel?
Yes.
You're welcome, Daniel. Go ahead.
Yes, I want to comment about what's that his name? Abati. He's no longer a doctor.
Why?
Doctors are civilized people.
Yeah.
For him to open his mouth and say the civil war have not
ended. Yeah, that's like a threat to Igbo people.
It's a big statement, and for that matter, somebody who called himself a doctor-in-law. I'm ashamed of him. One, we all know what happened in the civil war. Why should we continue to make as if the Igbo people, because he made mention of Igbo.
Yes.
I'm making that statement.
It's as if that was like a gaslighting statement on the Igbo self.
Victim of this war or of that nonsense war. But always it seems as if they want to paint it as if they cannot forgive the Igbo people what happened then. If the Igbo man is so quick to forgive Nigeria and start building house all over, even down in my state, in Benue State, they are moving all over freely, trying to make peace. And stupid as Nigeria is, we are saying that we can't forgive, or even Abati should open his mouth. I'm so ashamed. When I heard that statement, I wish Abati is close to me so that I will just fight like men. They at the end of the day will settle. He making such type of statement on national television. They are supposed to call that little boy to order in that station, saying that the Igbo people. How will you say the Igbo people? They have been victimized several times in this country. When is it going to stop? The North should be ashamed. What about the jihad is going on right from those days till now, and the jihad have not stopped? Who are those that are the major victims of this jihad now? Is it not the North Central and the Northwest, or the entire North? Even though they are killing people in the South. But it's more, who are the people perpetrating all these things? Majority, are they not Hausa Fulani? And which of these tribes are saying that, oh, Hausa Fulani can never rule this country again? Oh, Hausa Fulani, we cannot forgive you for all these things that you people are doing to Nigeria. So that illiterate man that calls himself Ruben Abati, they should call him to order. If he's tired of working as a journalist, they should just go and create one office in which he can continue his fraudulent act and to continue to steal Nigeria's money so that his stomach will continue to be big. Or buy him a keg of pine wine every morning. Let him just take his sorrow and remain there. It's annoying when I heard that statement. I was so angry. I wish, because me, I don't like to talk. I prefer to fight. Whenever somebody confronts me with some type of statement, we'll fight, then we'll shake hand and discuss later.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. Okay. Going back to my calls. Engineer Udotai, are you here? Engineer Udotai. Hello. Okay. All right. So let me talk to Reverend Idogeni. Reverend Idogeni, good evening and welcome.
Good evening.
Welcome,
How are
sir.
you?
I'm fine. How about you, sir?
Thank God.
Go ahead, sir.
The problem, I think the problem with the outsiders is fear. Fear because they know that they are not useful to themselves. Let me just put it that way. They are not useful to themselves because they cannot manufacture something by themselves with their own hands. As a result, they see the Igbos as people that are industrious. And so, as these people, they are going to take over everything because it's like a man who go to the farm during the rainy season, and you expect at the end of the season it's going to bring out crops, and you that didn't go, then you know that by the time he come, if you allow him to continue, by the time he comes back, at the end of that season, then now you will call the beggar for food. So that is one thing I think is worrying the outsiders.
So go ahead.
As for I just want to talk about Peter. That's His Excellency.
Peter Obi.
Yeah, because I was talking to one of our colleagues for London day before yesterday. He asked me one thing. He said, "Why is it that people are attacking Obi?" I said, "But why do you people continue to ask this question? By now, you're supposed to know. Because these people, they are afraid. Even the outsider says they will not, they don't trust him to do one thing. They are afraid that if this man, the way he's talking, and if he happens to be in the government and is operating in that standard, they don't have chance to pay. That is their problem.
So they no one making scatter all the things that they don't put in place. It was spoiling for them.
Exactly. Because it's like somebody who does not care for what you have. But your own is you have to steal from others. So by the time you now discover that this man he doesn't want to do anything with cheese. So you know that whatever you are going to bring in is going to question you. How did you get it? Take it out of this place. So you are going to be in trouble. So, because of that, this is why these people they say they don't trust him. They don't trust him. They don't think he's going to do one year because they believe that if he take that 4 years, the whole according to as he's talking, if you hold on to it, the whole Nigerians will want it to continue. And so thereby taking their own chance again.
All right, thank
And,
you.
and that is the fear that all of them have.
Thank
But
you.
in their own eyes, you will take it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much, Reverend Dugani. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, let's see if we can speak to one more person. Hello, good evening. Hello, Mr. Edwin Agbajo. You're welcome.
Yeah, Precious, good evening. How are
Good
you?
evening. I didn't find. How your side?
Yeah, we did like daily.
Welcome. Where you call us from, sir?
Yeah. I'm calling from London.
You're welcome. Sir.
Precious, I appreciate what you are doing. You
Okay.
and Prince Shilaka, that
Thank you,
man
sir.
is my man.
Thank
And
you.
Dr. Kasho Nanuju, people like us, we appreciate you. We
Thank
are
you, sir.
grateful for what you're doing. Now, I just want to talk briefly about Peter Obi and the Labour Party.
Okay, sir.
You see, you made a statement concerning him being set up by INEC. In fact, I concur. I believe all that is playing out in INEC by in the Labour Party by these political charlatans like all these Arubambi and all those ones. These are agents of the APC. What is there is that I think a game plan is being hashed to make sure that Obi is caged. The political elites don't want to be there. I'm very, very honest with you. That is just the bottom line. All that is playing out now, unless we, the obedience, are able to fashion out a strategic plan for Obi to escape the entire trap they're setting up for him. I think we need to consult able legal practitioners in Nigeria to be able to evade these political traps they are setting for the person we feel can at least give Nigeria a better place, a better setting. Other than that, APC and the so-called what is it called, the Labour Party, they are hand in gloves. They are just working in synergy just to make sure all his efforts are thwarted. And let us not talk about PDP. PDP is already a dead horse. Forget about what Wike said today in his so-called media parley. By the way, why is that man being given that kind of platform to just talk and
He's
then
paying for it.
insult?
Is it for free?
Pardon?
Is it for free?
No, even if it is not for free, why? He's just just a bloody minister. What is he up to? Why is it that he's just taking everyone for a ride? He's holding down a political party, at least one of the largest, a political party that gave him all the platform to become who he is today. So I don't really see why we are Nigerians. In fact, we are becoming too passive with it. I'm only concerned about Peter Obi. It's either Peter Obi or nothing. And then the North should also realize that the Nigerian political terrain is not right for the best person has to emerge. That is all, to me, it's all childish talk. We Nigerians gain independence on a tripodal stand: the West, the North, and the East. These other two regions have been serving out terms and exchanging terms in between themselves. So why can't the Southeast be given its own fair share of the entire deal? So, and Peter Obi is the person that we have seen. We have examined him. If the APC were to have anything about or against Peter Obi, I can assure you, they would have been flaunting the whole thing all over the place by now. Nothing. And that man is the best judge for Nigerians. So if we play passive and allow APC to get away with 2027 right result and everything, and then the term goes back to the North, and then they go and bring one grade 2 teacher or one person to come and rule over us when we have all this thing, then we will continue to lie in wallow. And that is exactly what we are trying to avoid. We don't want it. Those of us who are overseas, those of us who are abroad, we want to come back home. We want to visit home. We want to feel the place. But who would come down there when you could be connected even right from the airport? So when you look at all this, it's playing hard on us. Our children want to be there. My kids keep asking me, when are we going to go and visit Nigeria? Visit where? So it's either Peter Obi or not. And we are ready to fund him. We are ready. They can be playing their games there. We will make sure we seek the new legal practitioners that will advise him on the platform to be utilized. We know if Obi goes into any of these platforms in a very free and fair election, he would defeat anybody. That is my firm belief. I know the core North, they still hang on to their 14th century ideological beliefs and everything. Oh, it's not a Muslim like us or something. They can hold on to that one, but at least the shoe pinches every one of them. They all know where the shoe pinches, and we know exactly what we are going to do about it. The political elites can plan whatever they do. They can be arranging the setup, playing their cards and everything. But we are going to fight tooth and nail to make sure Obi emerges as the next president of Nigeria. If he has told us he's going to serve one term, at least so that we don't disrupt the setting, fine. We will hold him to his words. At the expiration of the 4 years, we will tell him, look, this is the current and interim political arrangement in Nigeria. You hold on to it. Just
Come and be
lay your...
going.
Yes, that is it. That's all we want. And it's Obi that is going to set the train rolling or set the ball rolling. Thank you very much. Have a good time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I
Yeah,
appreciate
bye.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you. You too. Thank
Yeah.
you. Bye. All right. Okay, Nigeria. Let's see. Let's see. I thought I had a few more stuffs to drop by, but let me just end it here. It's time is already fast spent. I'd like to say a big thank you to all of you. People following me on my social media. Not gonna go social media and go follow me now. Have you subscribed? Now, have you liked? Oh yeah, now if you're watching and you've not subscribed, click on the subscription button now and like this post. Click on like, subscribe, follow us like a video people, and go across all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We are at Precious Amy TV. Precious Amy TV across all these platforms. Precious Amy TV on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. Just type Precious Amy TV separately, and you see us everywhere that you go. Please, and then do so too on Twitter and everywhere. I'll return your way again tomorrow evening, hopefully, with one of my strong guests to join us on the show. I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who's been part of the show. Thank you to everybody who don't join hand and body together to make the show successful. Thank you for your calls, your reactions. Thank you for the buzz so you be so and I give. I appreciate it and well. In all of this, please ensure you protect your mental health is very important, right? I'll see you again tomorrow evening, God willing. Thank you. Good night and God bless.